Hello, welcome back. In this part, we are going to learn about shell scripting in Linux. Shell scripting allows you to automate tasks, save time, and reduce errors by running multiple commands from a single file. Okay, so by the end of this part, you will understand what shell scripting is, how to create and run a shell script, variables and user input, and the basic conditions and loops. Okay, so let's get started. A shell script is a text file that contains a series of commands, Linux commands. Okay, so instead of typing commands one by one in a terminal, you write them in a file and execute the file. Okay, so shell scripts are commonly used for system administration, backups, automation, and startup tasks. Okay, so most common shell in Linux is the bash shell. Okay, and this one, the bash, stands for born again shell. Okay, so use bash. Okay, that one I'm talking about, this shell, the bash shell. Okay, and it stands for born. B stands for born. Born as in this one, born. Then A stands for again, and sh stands for shell. Okay, like that. Okay, so let us take a look at creating how we can create our first shell script. Okay, so let us create our we first create a file. Let us create a file using a vi editor. So we are going to name it vi hello dot sh, like that, like that, and then we can press enter. Okay, but I'm not going to use the vi. I want to use nano. Guys, I told you how to use the vi, but I don't want to use it. I want to use the nano editor, so let me use nano. Then let me name it hello dot sh, like that. And then after creating it, inside the file, I'm going to type something like this. So I'm going to use hashtag. I'm going to explain what I'm doing. Hashtag, then uh, exclamation mark, then slash bin slash bash, like that. Okay, and this one, this line here, is called a shebang. Okay, and it tells Linux which shell should run the script. Okay, so and in this case we want the bash shell. Okay, the born again shell to run our script. Okay, then from there we are going to use the echo command. We have the echo command, so the echo prints text to the terminal. Okay, so we can use echo, and then we can say hello, welcome to shell scripting, like that. Okay, like that. Okay, like that. We can save. So to save, we press Ctrl S to save, and then if we want to exit, we press Ctrl X to exit, like that. And if we press dr or ls, we are going to see our hello.sh. Okay, there. Okay, so after saving and exiting, we can try to take a look at other operations we can do. Okay, so before running the script, we must give it execute permission. Okay, so if we type ls and then we view all, okay, all options, these options, okay, we are going to see that our hello.sh does not have the execute permission. As you can see, there is no execute permission, which is the X. It's not there, like on this one, it's not there. As you can see, it's not there. Okay, so even this is a folder, it doesn't have. Okay, so as you can see, it's not there. Okay, it's not there, so we have to give it the execute permission. Okay, so to give it the execute permission, we use change mode. We use chmod command, and then we want to add the execute permission, which is X. Okay, so from there we can provide our file. It's called hello.sh. You should notice the color. Okay, the color that Linux is giving us, that it's giving to our file. It's in green. Okay, it's green colored. Okay, it's colored green. Okay, so if we press enter and then we type ls, list all. As you can see, it has changed to amber, yellow, like that. Okay, it has changed to amber like that. Okay, so this command chmod changes the file permissions. Okay, and the plus x means we are adding execute permission, okay, to this file. Okay, so and then from there, as you can see, we have now the execute permission. It's right there. Okay, it's right there. Okay, so we can now run our file using the dot forward slash and then the name of the file, dot forward slash and then the name of the file, like that. Okay, and if we press enter, we get hello, welcome to shell scripting. Okay, which we try to output. Okay, so the dot forward slash means run from the current directory. Okay, this one, it means run from the current directory, like that. Okay, but can we use hello dot sh like that? No, we cannot. Okay, so we can use this one to run. Okay, dot forward slash and then the file name. Okay, so like that. Okay, so let us now take a look at using variables in shell scripts. Okay, so variables store values. Okay, and we can use them. So let us go back using nano. Let us use nano, then hello.css, chh, hello.sh. Okay, so let me try to delete this line. Can I delete it by just highlighting? No, it's impossible. Okay, I can just remove that line like that. Okay, so we can use a variable. So a variable stores variables store values. Okay, so we can have a variable and we can give it a name and it is called the name. Okay, and then we can set it to be equals can say John, like that. Okay, and from there we can use our variable. We can echo using the echo. Okay, from there we can use want to output my name is, and then in order to use our variable inside these strings, okay, or quotes, we can use the ampersand and then our name, like that. Okay, our name, like that, and after there we can press Ctrl S to save and then we quit. From there we can run our script like that. As you can see, we get my name is John. Okay, so there are important rules you should know, you should notice. Okay, so no spaces. Let me go back. Okay, let me go back nano.css. So as you can see here, we don't have any space between the equal sign. Okay, as you can see, there is no space, but if we add them there, we save, we exit, and then we try to run, we are going to get an error. Okay, we are going to get an error, as you can see. So we try to output. This one is outputted, as you can see. My name is, but our first line of creating a variable, as you can see here, we are getting line 2 name command not found. Okay, so no spaces should be put around the equal sign. Okay, and we should use the dollar sign to access the variable value. Okay, like this. Okay, so no space should be put there. Okay, and in order to access the variable value inside our string or quote, we use the dollar sign. Okay, so variables make scripts flexible and reusable. Okay, so let us now take a look at getting user input. Okay, so shell scripts can accept user input. Okay, so for example, we can come before outputting our name or storing our name, we can echo to tell the user that we want you to enter your name, like that. Okay, then from there, in order to read that name and store it in a variable, to read that string and store it in a variable, or to read that text and store it in a variable, we use the read command, the read keyword read, and then we want to read and then store it into our name. Okay, like that. Okay, then from there, so a name becomes our variable name, and whatever the user inputs, okay, it's going to be stored inside the name variable. Okay, and from there we are going to output our name, like that. Okay, so we can save, press Ctrl S to save and Ctrl X to exit. Then from there we can now try to run our script. As you can see here, we are getting enter your name, so let us enter Rashid, and we press enter. As you can see, we get now my name is, and then our name has been concatenated. Rashid, name Rashid, okay, has been added there, okay. So read pauses the script and waits for input, okay, and the input is stored in a variable, okay, which is the name variable, which is this one, okay, the name variable, okay. So read pauses the script and waits for the input, and the input is stored in our variable called name, okay. So this makes scripts interactive, okay. So let us take a look at conditional statements, okay. So conditions allow scripts to make decisions, okay. So we can use them like this. Let me try to delete everything here. Let me try to delete everything, and we take a look at condition statements, okay. So we can use if. We have the if keyword, if, and then let us Control Z. So let us undo what we have done. Just press Control Z multiple times like that, okay. So after reading the name, let us use our condition. We can use if, then square bracket. So inside the square bracket, it's where we put our condition, okay. So if this condition is true, then we are going to do something. We use the then keyword. Then we are going to do something, and what are we going to do? We are going to echo. Let us echo you are an administrator. Administrator. Is it like that? Administrator, like that. Otherwise, so this is going to run. Otherwise, else. Can we use else? Yeah. Can we use else? Yes, we can use else down here. Else keyword else. Okay. If this condition, the condition inside these square brackets is not met or is false, then this one is going to run. Okay. This one is going to run. The code below the else keyword is going to run. So error. We can now output welcome. You are not an administrator. You are not an administrate, like that, okay. So what are we going to say? So in the condition, we are going to check if our name, use the dollar sign, if our name is equals to root, okay. If our name is equals to root, then we are going to output you are an administrator. Otherwise, we are going to output you are not an administrator, okay. So from there we save, okay. Just press Ctrl S to save, and then Ctrl X to exit, okay. Exit. Then from there we try to run our script. So enter your name. So let us enter root. We as you can see, so line 9, syntax error, unexpected end of the file. Okay. So we need to end our if, okay. So let us go back. So I forgot. So we need to use fi, okay. We used to use fi. So fi ends the if statement, okay. So from there, let us save, and then we exit, and then we run our script again. Enter your name. Let us enter root. We press enter. Oh, here we get root command not found. Oh no, here we are getting a problem. Let us go back. Nano. So right here, as you can see, we want to echo out. So as you can see here, we have name, okay. So if our name equals to that one, let us use that one, okay. Read name equals to root, okay, like that, okay. So let us try to save. We exit, we run our script again, enter your name, let us enter root. Oh, we are getting a problem again. What's happening to this shell script? Let me enter. Let me go back. We are reading, enter the name. After entering the name, let us read, instead of reading the name, let us read user name. There is no problem with the name, but let us use username to avoid conflict. Okay, so name. So if name, let us read dollar sign. If dollar sign name, if dollar sign name equals if dollar sign username equals to root, then what are we going to do? Then we are going to echo out you are an administrator, else we are going to echo out you are a regular, you are not an administrator. Let us save, and then we exit, and then we run our script again. Loot. Whoa, we get hello line 4. Okay, so we have a problem on line 4. The problem is on line 4. Let's go back on line 4. Let us go back. So here we have line 4. Okay, so line 4 here we are seeing. Okay, so let us add a space there like that, and then we check. Okay, so let us not leave a space, any space. We save, and then we exit, run our script again, enter loot. As you can see, we get, so the spaces have been the problem. So let us go back, and we check. Okay, if we put the spaces there, we save, we exit, and then we try to compile, enter loot, we try to run our script. Okay, it works. Okay, so the problem was the here. Okay, so we should separate the open square bracket, okay, from our username. Okay, we should separate like that, we should separate it like that. Okay, them like that. Okay, so if we save and then we exit, and then we try to run, not compile or like that, we run our script, we execute, we can enter loot. As you can see, you are an administrator. Okay, but what if we run and then we enter Rashid like that, we get you are not an administrator like that. Okay, so let us take a look at loops in shell scripting. Okay, so loops allow commands to run repeatedly. Okay, so for example, let us go back in our shell. I don't want to execute. Let me use nano. Okay, so inside nano, let us do something here. Okay, so after getting the name, let me not comment. Can I comment it out? Can I comment all of it, all of this out? Control /. Okay, so if you want to comment all of this one out, no, let us not comment everything like this. Okay, control like that. Okay, so let's go back, let's go down here. You can delete this code because we no longer need it, but let us leave it there. Okay, let us leave it there, and we try to take a look at how we can use loops. Okay, so loops allow our commands to run repeatedly. Okay, so we can use the for. I'm going to explain. So we can use the for keyword. Okay, for keyword is going to loop in. So for I, which is the number, or we can say for a number in, that is a keyword, in is a keyword. For a number in 1, we can give it the range, okay, or a list of numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Okay, what do we want to do? We use the do keyword, and then want to do something, we want to echo. Okay, the tab, you need to use the tab. So after going there, down there we can use the tab. Okay, the tab to say that to differentiate, okay, or to mean that the code below this one is going to be under the do. Okay, so we can use echo, and then we want to output number, and then we want to get the number. We use in order to access this number variable. Okay, we use the inside the double quotes, we use the dollar sign. Okay, in number like that. Okay, like that, and from there we want to finish this loop. Okay, we're going to use the done keyword. Okay, like there. Okay, and this is going to loop. This loop is going to print numbers. Okay, from 1 up to 4, like that. Okay, so we use the for. This is called a for loop. Okay, for a number in. This is a keyword in. This list of numbers, or this array, or this list of numbers, which is 1, 2, 3, and 4. We want to do something for each number. Okay, and for each number we want to output our number. We are going to say that number and then our number. Okay, like that. And if we save and then we exit, run our script, enter the name, let us enter loot. As you can see, we get you are an administrator, and then we run our loop, number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4, like that. Okay, so Loops are useful for processing files, repeating tasks, bash operations, and so on. Okay, so let us take a look at why shell scripting is important. Shell scripting is important because it saves time, it reduces human error, it automates repetitive tasks, and every Linux system administrator uses shell scripting daily. Okay, so you should master shell scripting. Okay, so like it, shell scripting is very, very interesting. Okay, so I encourage you to learn shell scripting. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so in the next part, we shall take a look at advanced parts or chapters. Okay, so thank you. Try to master those concepts that I've showed you. Thank you so much.